Hello everybody. Today's stretch and meditate session, I'm going to try to do a little session with you about being positive no matter what's happening around the world or in our lives, and finding good in every situation no matter how hard it might be. So as we go along with the class, I'm going to keep mentioning some practices just to change our minds and change our trail of thoughts. Because every day we have same kind of stories repeat time and time again. Because first we are routine and we keep doing the same things for work or for our family lives. And then when that happens, you just kind of get stuck sometimes and you can't think or clearly, or you just feel bored, or you feel like you have no support or nothing is happening in your life that is worth any value. So to change all this, to make everything positive, you need to start living in the moment. And you have to be completely trusting and believing that you can actually be happy no matter what, okay? So it takes time. And it's taken me many years to kind of try to perfect it. Even then, I still feel there are days I don't feel like I'm loved, or I don't feel as enthusiastic, maybe as happy. So there's always a reason why you can be a bit sad or depressed. But finding good things and positivity in our lives can change all that, and then you start having true, meaningful lives. And you would be very surprised if you open up and talk to people about what you're going through. You might actually get some answers for in your own minds, even though they don't know you. But you can, by sharing with others, you can actually draw some conclusions for your own life. So hopefully that's going to be happening as we go along. Without further ado, let me just make this a bit straighter. Okay, so I think this is a bit better. Now, we're gonna start with the breath. I can always sit like this. I find it easier than cross legs because the hips are not sore. You can cross legs and then sit like this. You can cushion your knees. Look, this is even better. So I'm gonna stay here. And then it's important that you're comfortable and settle into the position and take deep breaths in and out. For a while, just following your own breath, how normally you breathe, becoming aware whether you're actually noticing your breath pattern or not. Where does your breath go? It goes to the shoulders and the neck mostly. Most of us just breathe on the top of the lungs, but we got other parts in the bottom and the back. So your lungs sit in between your spine and your chest bone, and that the space that you have, you can expand to the back a bit more. So try that. And exhale. Just keep this breathing for a while. Think about the surface of the lungs. You're trying to inflate them as big as you can, like a balloon. As you're exhaling, you're feeling the ribs being squeezed by the rib cage. Then start noticing what you might be experiencing now is calmness already coming into the body. Calmer in the mind. And as you're breathing, notice how your arms are resting on your lap. Notice how your hips on the cushion you're sitting on. Take a couple of sign breaths. Feel all the tension drain. So you're arriving here. And exhale. One last time. Good. I'm just going to have a little bit of nice aromatherapy oils just in front of me. I also put the incense on, lit some candles. Now, the smell that I chose is water lily. It just smells so lovely. So it takes me into a place with a pond and lilies around it. So when you smell nice, you smile, because the smell is a sensory organ, and your senses starts waking up. Notice it. Notice your senses. Notice how you're breathing. Your smell is all together. So that when you inhale, you're expanding the ribs, expanding the lungs. When you exhale, you're squeezing the belly in, getting the rib cage to squeeze. You're getting really strong in your breath. Inhaling deep, exhaling deep. Yeah, after having COVID, I had a lot of breathing problems during the COVID, and my breathing got affected. But by using my rib cage, by using my power through my stomach, I again stimulated my lungs as best as I can. By just doing the breathing techniques, you can cleanse and stimulate more healthy cell growth. So the old cells can die, new cells can be created. Today is gone, tomorrow is a brand new day, just like that. Take deep breaths. Sigh it out. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. One more time, just thinking about the breath being deep. And then we're going to open our eyes. So just going to move. I'm just going to just circle my wrists here. You get a lot of tension through the joints. We don't do mobility work. Just keep the circles through the hands and lift the arms up. And see what happens as the arms lift. The hands go up, so arms have to be active. And your spine has to stay up. Then your stomach starts moving more. Your breathing becomes a bit more wider because you need to breathe faster. Because your arms above the head, your blood starts running more faster. Now take the hands out, still circling the wrist. Now you got the shoulders activate here. Keep the breathing. Keep the connection through your arms into your chest. This is our upper body. But you will have to have strong tail and hips to be able to lift the arms. And your core is always active. And then we relax for a bit. And just feel that tension in the arms drain. We circle one direction, so rather than outwards, now we're going to go inwards with the wrists. And then it changes the muscles. Notice how these muscles are working now. Again, slowly, I'm going to lift up. Inhale deep. And exhale deep. Keep the arms wide. Deep breaths. Feel, notice the muscles, notice the joints working, and then relax your arms again. Close your eyes for a moment. You can rest your hands onto your knees. Feel the tension drain out from your wrists and your fingers. And think something positive. We talked about being positive. What is positive about your life? There must be something good. If you're struggling, just think about the best thing that's ever happened to you and what it was, why you thought it was the best thing for you. Think about the time it's happened, and think about now. Why shouldn't it happen here and now? Isn't there something similar that you can feel about here and now? I'm happy because I had COVID, I survived it, I'm not dead, I'm super happy to be alive, and I'm not suffering too much with the long symptoms of it, like some people are. So this is enough for me, and I can still breathe, despite the fact that I can't breathe as deeply as I before, but I still can breathe, so it's important. and I'm happy about it. Now we're just gonna start moving the shoulders. Hands on the knees here. It's just gonna circle my shoulders up and open. There's a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders. Here we go. You want to rotate the shoulders. Deepen the breath. Notice how your breath gets affected when the shoulders are moving. If you're hearing these clicking sounds, it's my shoulder blades. No, they're clicking. Deepen the breath. Only the shoulders. I'm not trying to move my elbows. And then go opposite direction. And notice how your shoulders attach to your chest, your back, and they attach to your arms. They affect so much. A couple more times. And we relax. And just notice the feeling. You can again turn the palms up if you want. You go into chin mudra. You can seal your mouth to keep the energy within. Feel your hips settle. Feel your mind settle. Now try to think of something else that is really good, positive, some other positive thought. Once I won 50 quid in the lottery. A long time ago it was, but it was quite surprising and it was really good. Something simple as that could put you in a good mood. Think of it. Try to hold the thought. Don't let it go. Nothing else in your mind but this happy thought. Happy thought of your choosing. Is your thought after all. And you can keep thinking it. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody can control your brain but you. Now open your eyes. Hopefully that's kind of getting you into a better mood. Now we're going to go on the arms out again. This time we work from the elbow joint. Just mobilizing all the joints we have. Just going to go around. This is like windmills. You know that paper windmills that we use service kids? And colorful paper folded over. They're like that. Try to relax your shoulder blades. Don't let them tense your neck. Elongate the crown of the head. Now go all the way around. Again, notice how this movement, even though it's just the elbows moving, how the upper body is being affected. Your shoulders are affected, your upper arm muscles are affected. Your hips have to stabilize you, otherwise you go all over the place. Yes, you're just stabilizing everything in the middle. And take deep breaths. There you go. Now try to go inside together. And outside. And then relax again. Close your eyes. Just notice the feeling now. How much more active you feel in the mind, in your lungs. Even though you're seated, you're now feeling your heartbeat is increased. So notice how moving your arms created this heartbeat. Nothing much difficult, but still you are working out. Just by breathing, sitting upright, your body is burning energy. You're connecting with the joints, with the muscles, connecting with the third eye. Now think about another good thing that happened to you. Something that you enjoyed. I used to go to festivals and watch some live music acts, which I haven't been able to do in a long time, but I have been in the past, and when I was really happy doing this. Something like that. I'm sure we all have memories that makes us smile. Just find them, bring them to the surface. And now just realize you can actually go and do this thing again. I can go and see festivals music. You're allowed to do that now. So, there's nothing stopping me. I just can go and enjoy myself. Doesn't matter what's happening in the world. Doesn't matter if my friends can't come with me. Doesn't matter if I don't have the money right now. I can do it. I'm setting my intention. I can make myself happy by doing something I enjoy. It could be just going for a run that you haven't done for a while. Who knows? Think something that makes you happy. Notice now you got 3 things already. Go through the list. What was the first one? What was it? What was the second one? What was the third one? Are they still as happy thoughts as you thought in the first place? Are they all happy thoughts in their own right? Or one is better than the other? Which one is the best? Or are they all the same? Which one is the most important? Now open your eyes again, just relax a little. So I'm just gonna get one leg here. I'm going to try to circle my foot, holding my core muscles. You can bend this knee easier that way. Just circle, 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 and then circling the other way. And I'm gonna circle my lower leg. It's hard. You're gonna try to go somewhere. You need to use your core to keep that leg up. And other way around. I'm using my arm muscles. Deepen your breath. Notice what's happening to the knee joint there. You're starting to feel it, even though you're just sitting down to do it. And then relax and notice how it affected your hips too. Now I'm going to do the other side. My back popped, so it's affecting everything. So I'm just gonna hold this one with my arms like that, so I don't grab with my hands. I don't want them to tense. I'm using my forearm. I'm circling my foot. And the other way. Keeping the chest up, shoulders relaxed. And then we circle the lower leg. And the other way. And notice what's happening. And then relax. Good. I'm going back to my seated position. I'm going to readjust. If you always put one leg in the front, put the other one in the front. And just notice what you're feeling now. I feel more connected to the ground with my legs now. We did the ankle and the knee. We did the wrists, elbows and the shoulders. Now find another happy thought. The day you met your lover, or the day a child was born, today or your birthday, who knows? Just think about something happy that made you happy. And hold that thought like you're reliving it. Keep that positive thought in your mind. Cherish it. Enjoy it. Relax your face, your cheeks, your jaw. Focus on the third eye and the positive thoughts. So this is number 4 of the thoughts. Go back to the beginning. What was the first one? Second one. Third one. And the fourth one. Repeat it again in your mind. The first thought. Second thought. Third thought. And the fourth. And open your eyes. Relax here. Now we're just gonna go move forwards and move backwards and move forwards and move backwards again. So we're just gonna go around the spine and push the spine forwards and round the spine and push the spine forwards. Keep going. Rounding the spine and push the spine forward. So we're trying to move and mobilize the spine now. So we're going forwards, round, forwards and round and forwards and round. So it's like cat and cow. Now lift the chin a bit more. One last time here. Then just go forwards and around, going around like a little circle with the chest, moving around the hips. So your hips are steady, they're not moving. You're moving your spine over them. But you feel the hips really solidify on the floor now, so your base is really strong here. Another way around, breathe. You can close your eyes if you want. Just getting the chakras opened up, your kundalini rising in the middle. Couple more times. And one more. And just relax and close your eyes. Yes, you know what's going to happen now. You're going to think of another happy moment, happy thing. Just find another one. This is number 5. Now go back to the list again. The number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And just notice how they pop into your head and why they popped into your head and in the order that they did. And just notice that maybe you didn't straight away remember the most happy time you've ever been. Don't judge it. Just notice how we forget the good things very easily. There are things happen to us, we take them for granted, like my breath. And I'm really very happy about my breath, you know. But we can take it for granted and not notice it. Just go through all these things that you're listening in your mind. And just think about which one is the most important to you now, right now. Don't judge it. There's always going to be one thing above it all that makes you the happiest. Open your eyes again. Then this time we're going to mobilize the neck. So we're going one side and the other side. One side and the other side. You can close your eyes, take it a bit slower than me. Deepen the breath. Side attention. Now I'm going to go circle all the way up, down to my chest. And lift up without forcing the neck. Don't go fast because it will make you dizzy. Now rewind your circles. Try to keep your eyes steady under your eyelids. Now stop circling the neck and just start realizing all these emotions that's coming through. We've been thinking positively the whole time, so it's been already 25 minutes, can you believe it? And see if it's changed your mind. Is your mind is all over the place still, or is it thinking of all the happy thoughts? I'm gonna stick to 5, just stick to the 5 that you thought about and revisit them. The first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one. Now I want you to just think about the best of these 5 choices you made. Rearrange the priority, which is the best, and think about why you can't achieve this happiness again. Just think about it. What might be the reason you think you're not going to feel happy? What made you happy then? And why isn't it not making you happy now? Remove all the outside influences about this happiness that you felt, no matter what it was. Just think about how you were feeling at that point in time. Often, when we have a happy memory, it's a memory that in a place and time that we felt more in control of our lives. Everything was going in our way, things were easier, then being happy was easier. So it wasn't because you were younger or you were in a different place. It's possibly to do with the fact that things were going in your way and you didn't struggle as much. And now you feel you're struggling more. But you haven't changed that much. You can actually turn these negative feelings always around and achieve the happiness that you want to achieve. Start planting seeds, rearranging your thoughts, prioritize, I can't even say, prioritize your life. What is most important? What is the first priority? That's it, I got it, I eventually. And why can't you do it? Get rid of all the negative thoughts, all of them. You can't do it because you're lazy, you don't want to work hard, you don't want to be changing the way you are, you don't want to be having to force people into it, or you don't want to ask for help. What is it that you think you can't achieve? And just realize you're human, you make mistakes, we are not all perfect. Don't strive for perfection. Don't wait for everything to be right for you to be happy. Because it won't be ever right. We just get our happiness where we can control our emotions a bit more. And we stop making excuses. And we don't wait on others or things to happen to us. We start digging deep to bring out the jewels to the surface and keep shining the positive energy and take charge of your own lives. And no excuses no more. Keeping these thoughts in your mind, take your arms up, breathe in. Join your palms together, keep the arms above the head, and we chant Om. Touch your forehead, rub the third eye, touch your face, touch your chest, shoulders, your legs, your back, your hips. Hopefully you change your mind about things and you're feeling a little bit more upbeat. Okay, see you next time. Namaste.